Hello everyone, this is Alex with Collectibles. Today we are doing a Commander Spotlight on one of our friends' deck. Squad Up is the name of the deck. And this is a Rule 0 style deck where if you're allowed, you use Squadron Hawk as your commander. This is the inspiration for the deck. But if your group doesn't allow it, Zetalpa can lead the deck. So you got two prints. You got this print from the Dragonstorm Commander decks, or you can use this awesome print from the Howling Salt Mines. Flappin', double slappin', no nappin', scrappin', unflappable. The premises of the deck is Tempest Hawk. You can have as many Tempest Hawks in your deck, and when this deals damage to a player, you search library for another Tempest Hawk. So if you hit your 3 opponents, you search for 3. So in order to start casting all those Hawks, because we're going to have a lot of birds in our hands, we have a lot of ways to ramp. Land tax will keep your hand full with lands that you can play. Lock of Yesterday, spells cast 1 less for each card with the same name as that spell in your graveyard. Urza's Incubator, Catcher's Monument, which also will help go wide by making tokens when you cast a creature spell. Pearl Medallion. We got some protection for us, as well as disruption for our opponents. Make a Stand protects our board. Holy Day prevents combat damage. Kismet slows our opponents down by making their things ender tapped. And Stony Silence prevents them from activating artifacts. Now we are going to have a lot of cards in hand, so we use Teferi's Puzzle Box so that we can shuffle. Not really shuffle, but you put cards in the bottom of your library, and then you draw that many cards, which allows us to get to our game-winning strategy. So how do we win? How does this deck win? Well, you go wide. You go wide, and when you have so many cards, so many creatures on the field, you have anthem effects. Mirror Box is perfect because the creatures get +1/+1 for each other creature you control with the same name. Door of Destiny also pumps up the creatures. Same with Banner of Kinship, Coat of Arms, and Divine Sacrament. Sarah's Blessing, since we're going to be attacking with our Hawks, make sure that they don't tap, so we can keep them up as defenders. And another bumper is Vanquisher's Banner. So there are 2 cards in here that will help you get the win once your board is wide, aside from the pump effects. You have a Chroma's Will, which if your commander's on the field, whether it be Squad Hawk or Zetalpa, you cast both. This gives your creatures Flying, Vigilance, and Double Strike, or Lifelink, Indestructible, and Protection from all colors until the end of turn. If your commander's on the field, you choose both. And the card that I find the most interesting and confusing in this deck, Starlight Spectacular. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose creatures you control one at a time until each creature you control has been chosen. Each of those creatures gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature chosen before it. So the way that works is first Tempest Hawk comes out, gets +0/+0. You pick second Tempest Hawk you choose, gets +1/+1 for that bird. Third one gets +2/+2 for the 2, and so on and so forth. So if you have a ton of Tempest Hawks on the field, which this deck has a lot of, your Tempest Hawks are going to get big and they're going to be able to swing out for lethal if people don't take this deck seriously. So that's Squad Up. That's how you win. That's how the deck works. Interesting thing about the deck is that every single land is a full art, except maybe that one. Full text, I guess. And there are no duplicate lands. Even that, so you have Rohan, and then the Shire. So every single plane is full art, no duplicate lands, which was pretty cool. What do you think about the deck? Would you allow Squad Up? Would you allow Squadron Hawk to be the commander? Would you allow it to Rule 0 it in? Thanks for watching. Check the link in the description for our other Commander Spotlight videos, as well as our product openings, and a link to our store if you were trying to buy singles. One last thing. You have another option for a commander. It is Zoraya the Falconer, which makes sense, it's birds. But this is a hilarious print. You can use Hot to a girl. Have a good one.